We've got Meltdown, I've got Julia, I've got Stephanie, I've got Screamin' Scott. I'm Jade from 101 WRIF and 94.7 Wcsx. Turns out, in case you didn't know it, we're in the same building and we all love each other. Thank you guys so much for being here. Big shout out to District 142 for hosting us tonight. Make some noise for Resurrection. That was fun. We've got Ozzy Reborn coming up here in just a little bit. So, like I mentioned earlier as people were coming in, when Ozzy passed away, he was such a big part of the world of rock and roll, right? The Prince of Darkness, a pop culture icon. And we sat down and we're like, well, we got to do something, but we want to do it right. And this was it. We partnered up with the Michigan Parkinson's Foundation. Let's make some noise for Julia and Stephanie with the Michigan Parkinson's Foundation. So a portion of the proceeds for the ticket sales went to them. The t-shirts that are being sold up front, a portion of the sales are going to them. And I know, Julia, you wanted to say something.
I just wanted to take this opportunity on behalf of myself and Stephanie, our Director of Social Services, and thank every one of you for being out there to make a difference. Thank you, thank you. This is an awesome night, and what you are doing by just showing up is helping those families that are struggling with Parkinson's, which is the fastest growing disease, even outpacing Alzheimer's. So take care of yourself. Rock on!
Thank you, Julia. So I know Screamin' Scott and Meltdown, they've actually both had the chance to meet Ozzy. They've got some stories. I never did. I did get to see Black Sabbath and Ozzy. I know when I was in high school, remember when ringtones came out and you could have a ringtone on your phone and it played and it was super cool. I was in like the 10th grade and I loved rock and roll. My mom was a rocker and War Pigs was my song. You know, like the very phonetic ringtone on your phone, but it was War Pigs, and I was in high school, and I had a lot of kids that were like, what are you listening to? And I was like, Black Sabbath, and it's fucking awesome. I'm gonna introduce to you my good friend Meltdown. He hosts the afternoon shift on 101 WRIF, and I know he's got a story to share as well.
Hey guys, first of all, thanks for selling this place out for Friday. How many of you guys, Jane was just talking, Scott, you might remember this. How many of you guys were at Harmony House in 1999 when Black Sabbath came through? I mean, how cool was that, right? Back in 2001, real fast, I remember Ozzy and Rob Zombie were playing at Kobo, and you guys were there, right? Some of you guys were there? Well, I took about 10 listeners and their friends backstage to interview Ozzy, and here's the deal. I just asked their questions. And at one point I said, somebody wants to know, and I pointed to whoever it was, I said, did you really snort ants off of the sidewalk? and Ozzy goes, they told me I did. Maybe I did, I don't remember. But anyways, I saw that documentary this week. It's called Coming Home, and it's about Ozzy's last year. And it goes right up to the day of his death. And people forget that Ozzy was he was a funny dude, man. Talking to him, it was so candid, so funny. And at one point he says, I realize the older you get, the faster time goes by. Can you believe it's already Thursday? I thought that was a pretty good line, actually. So anyways, yeah, Ozzy was, I was just telling Eva from Eva Under Fire, it's like, when I heard Crazy Train for the first time, it changed my life. And to be quite honest with you, Crazy Train is the reason I'm even on this stage tonight, because Ozzy turned me into a rock fan. Scotty, what do you say?
Damn, some memories. How many actually got to see Black Sabbath? Yeah. More than once? More than once? And you had a bunch of chances to see them with Ozfest, right? My first chance to meet Ozzy was backstage at Ozfest. We had some listeners come back, got to meet Ozzy, and actually take a photo with him. In fact, there's a gentleman that's here in the audience who was just before me, but getting ready to take the picture, and the gentleman that was running the camera was fumbling and bumbling, and Ozzy was getting pissed. And I will always remember hanging with my smiling, screaming Scott face, and Ozzy going, "Take the bloody fucking picture, will you, goddammit!" The other one, I got to interview Ozzy back when I was a Z-Rock, and what the tough part of it is trying to interview him over a phone doesn't work because the whole interview is, I can't fucking hear the guy on the other end of the phone. Tons of memories. Hopefully you have some too. If you wonder what my favorite Ozzy song is, it's Crazy Babies for that ultimate guitar riff. But I'm so glad all of you are here. That no better way and stuff to gather all of us together, share some stories, share some booze, and share some memories. Thank you, everybody. Long live Ozzy.
Long live Ozzy indeed. So once again, thank you guys so much for being here tonight. Huge thanks to the Michigan Parkinson's Foundation for joining us as well. And a thank you to you guys. It's Friday night. We got the Tigers playing. I don't know what's going on right now, but hopefully it's good. Hopefully it's good. We're gonna get a quick photo with all of you here, okay? Julia, Stephanie, come get in the photo with us. Come on. Put your hands up, let's make some noise. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, Ozzy Reborn coming up just in a moment. Happy Friday, long live Ozzy.